Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Hopefully you had a productive week and that you're looking forward to get your weekend started. But first, as always, a brand new challenge is upon us, and this time we are taken to Kashyyyk, where we have to face a squad of Galactic Republic, and that means Steadfast Retribution, annoying modifier, but this time actually it wasn't too bad because Nightsisters are very cheesy. Like, I was even able to get it to work with the low gear Nightsisters, all feats done in a single battle. Oh boy, I'm spoiling now the video. Anyway, I'll cover the modifiers and the feats first, then show you the battles. There'll be YouTube chapters below if you want to skip through. Otherwise, let's go ahead and start by looking at the modifier for Kashyyyk. Now this one can be a bit annoying a little bit, but actually it works in our favor today because whenever a unit there is debuffed, they recover 10% protection. So what this allows us to do is stall the battle long enough that we can get our stun feat going. So at least we won't have issues with stalling the battle, which is good. So it works in our favor today, this modifier, so I like it. And speaking of good modifiers, Nightsister, limitless magic. So whenever an ally is revived, all other Nightsisters gain a stack of Ichor, that gives them extra health, protection, more importantly gives them extra offense and extra speed. So this will definitely come into play, that we can actually kill off Kelleran back in the end. That's very tanky, very durable. Now speaking of the enemies, Steadfast Retribution, normally an annoying modifier, but Nightsisters don't really care if they keep dying. The more they're dying, the better it really is. So wasn't really bothered by this modifier, except obviously if you're not doing the Nightsisters for the stun and you're trying to do the stun feed, that one could be a little bit annoying, but even then I was able to control the enemies quite well. So these are the modifiers, pretty fun challenge actually today. And then in terms of feats, obviously it's a Nightsister challenge. Critical hits, this is the feat that you just don't pay attention to, it'll just happen. And then finally getting stunned 30 times, just because of that protection recovery from the Kashyyyk modifier makes stalling really easy. Okay, so couple of ways we can approach the Nightsister one. So this is from the other account where, you know, I don't have so many geared up units, and I was able to get it done, which is like mostly gear 9 and gear 10 Nightsisters. The main thing here really is Talzin's leadership, so you do have to have Zeta on her leadership. I don't have Zeta on her unique, as you can see, but her leadership will be important because whenever Nightsister is defeated and then we use basic, Nightsister is revived, call to assist, and then dies again. So all this constant you know, dying, reviving really boosts the Nightsister that are still alive, giving them all those stacks of Ichor for extra speed and extra offense. So if you are running Talzin lead here, you will definitely, I think, need Zeta on her leadership for this to work. In terms of mods, as you will see, nothing crazy, just some random stuff on these Nightsisters. Doesn't even matter, they just have to die anyways. Now Marin, I did bump her to gear 12, I think a month ago or so, just so that I could unlock, I think, the Shadow Stride ability is available at gear 12, but I'm not really sure is it helpful or not. Just wanted to explain why Marin's at gear 12. In terms of mods, just, you know, for the purpose of this challenge, mods don't even matter. Now Nightsister Acolyte, she's the key component here, because remember the zombie cheese, right? With the Nightsister Acolyte, so on her basic, she has 90% chance to gain stealth for 2 turns. So I did mod her actually for as much speed as I could at this low gear at 242, so she can take lots of turns and constantly being in stealth. And the enemy, they really have Anakin's big AoE, like R2's got an AoE but doesn't do that whole lot of damage. So after you take off Anakin, you take down R2, then they just can't get to Acolytes. In the end, Acolyte is just in stealth, basic, just totally cheesing the enemies. And that's the second part of the cheese, Nightsister Zombie. You will need her at gear 10, so you can actually unlock, I believe, the Endless Horde one is the one that she can't be killed, right? I think so. So you will need Zombie at gear 10 minimum for this to work. Mods, again, don't matter here. And for Daka, no, I don't have Zeta on her in this account. Zeta not needed. If you do have Zeta, I guess it's a nice to have, but not necessary. Again, mods, you know, at low gear don't even matter what mods you have. Okay, let's hop in the battle. Now it did take me a couple of turns to line this up just to get a stun on Anakin. Is really important. The first time he resisted the stun and then he popped his AoE. However, here was able to land the stun in the opening sequence. Let's go, and now we are stuck behind Kenobi's taunt a little bit, so we'll just have to wait for Kenobi to take a turn. Okay, that's fine, and here we go. Kenobi dropped his taunt, so we can now turn our attention back over to Anakin. Just keep stacking the plague on Anakin just so he dies. Now we can also stun R2 here, just so you know he doesn't use his AoE as well. And now we just go all out on Anakin. There we go. We'll just keep going. Okay, there we go. Anakin's in the yellow already, but we'll just keep pushing here, stuck behind the taunt. Kenobi again drop the taunt, so we can now go back. Just keep putting more plague on Anakin, so when he finally takes a turn he will die. He's in red, 10 stacks of plague, pretty sure he will die, so now I turn my attention back over to R2. Try to stack plague on him as well, so he dies as also. Stuck behind Kenobi again. Yeah, just do mass assist. Let's see if we can get a stun on Kenobi as well. There we go. Got him down. Sure, let's go ahead, revive. At this point I want to take care of the sides first, and then we'll just kind of let Nightsisters die off. But for now we need everybody so we can control Anakin, control as well R2. Let's go ahead, smack an AoE, spread more plague on the team. Their Kallenbach is a little bit annoying with his counterattacks. That's why you will need Acolyte for this if you have low gear Nightsisters. So she's in stealth, Kallenbach can't then obviously counterattack her, and because she'll be in stealth, all the thing that Kallenbach will be able to do is keep hitting zombie once the other Nightsisters go down. It's a very cheesy combo. You know, have to go back when this was a thing, Acolyte and zombie, right? There we go. Okay, kind of stuck there. Ahsoka's in stealth. I think that R2 used smoke screen probably or something. Let's go ahead and do mass assist on Ahsoka as well. Bomb, 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 bomb. There we go. Alright, I'll just keep using basic constantly with Acolyte, so she is in stealth. Okay, so far so good. I'm just gonna basic. Get a stun, right? We've got the stun feat to do, remember? Alright, that's fine. Ahsoka's almost down. Okay, basic. Ahsoka's down. There we go, perfect. And now what will happen is Kallenbach counterattacks will kill off all your Nightsisters, except obviously their Acolyte. She's in stealth, so Kallenbach can't target her, can't counterattack, and all he can do is keep killing zombie over and over again. And eventually, as you can see there, Acolyte, she's got like what, 100 stacks of Ecor, and even at low gear then she's actually start doing some damage. She's got lots of speed, so it's almost like infinite turn meter loop at this point. As you can see, Kallenbach is just sitting there, and Acolyte and Talzin's leadership doing the work for us. So this team now got all the feats done in a single battle. Again, I needed 2 attempts to line this up. Just namely that stun in beginning on Anakin is very important. We got stuns with the critical hits, and obviously a full squad of Nightsisters. Now another way to approach this, and I think the way CG imagined today's challenge, was using Great Mothers so we can disrupt the protection. Now this works. I have here low gear Great Mothers, 3-star, gear 11, and the other guys are relicked up. So let me just show you this team as well. Because my Great Mothers is low gear, I think you need zombie there just to have a taunt on her. So we're gonna do Mannequin, and I don't know, sure, just put that over on Spirit, I guess, I don't know, and well, we'll just keep going. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can take care of Anakin now. Let's call, I guess, Spirit for the assist. Okay, there we go, nice. I don't know what Elsbeth does, Morgan, so okay, looks like she's got a buff dispel, nice. So we dispel the taunt from Kenobi. We got Anakin down, very good. Our retribution is going to be a bit annoying. Let's just go ahead actually and put now Doomed on Kenobi, because he'll be taunting anyway, so might as well do it on him. So you can see, for the most part, Steadfast Retribution is not really a factor all that much. You know, we looks like have some abilities to heal on this team. Again, I'm not too familiar with Morgan and Great Mothers. I don't really use them for the time being. But anyway, we put Doomed on R2, going after him next. We go, got him down almost, I think. All right, so far so good. Let's call Spirit for the assist again. Bomb, bomb, down goes R2, and now we go after Ahsoka now. Annoyingly, she's got Retribution, so she's counterattacking, constantly dispelling my taunt there on Zombie. So eventually, yeah, Spirit does get knocked out because of that. So a bit unfortunate turn of events, but at this point, you know, things are under control. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead, finish off Snips as well. Come on. Stop with the foresight. There we go, nice. And at this point, probably you could just hit autoplay. But I was just kind of having fun here, using Great Mothers for the first time myself or anything. So it was kind of fun just to manually play it. So it was Kellenbeck number 1, Kellenbeck number 2. Unfortunately, this will not complete stuns for you like the other team that we have, you know, Daka with the stuns and Marin as well in her special, so no stuns here. So I had to do something like this with Palpatine lead and a bunch of Sith. Now because Kellenbeck for some reason is so fast, I had to bring in Malgus for the pre-taunt, but I guess could be any pre-taunting tank. But Malgus is nice, right, because he can then put doubt on Anakin and things like that. Just basic there. Let's go ahead, drop an isolate over on Kenobi so we don't have to deal with his taunt. And now we're gonna go all out on Anakin, just get him down, and then we'll start worrying about the stuns. Let's see if we can get some stuns going. There we go, we got a stun on Anakin, perfect. Oh, what happened to Malgus? Man, Ahsoka is doing some big damage. Anyways, going after Anakin, let's go ahead and get a stun. Perfect, got him down. Now I guess we just kind of try and stall this battle, kind of spreading the damage a little bit, spread the shocks so Palpatine is getting more bonus turn meter. So the stuns are coming here obviously from the AoE from Palpatine, and then Dooku on his basic and his special attack as well can stun enemies as well. So that's where the stuns will be coming from. Now luckily the enemy is very durable, especially once we get only down to Kellenbeck. You will see we'll be able to stall the battle, you know, quite a long time. Let's just go ahead, renew that isolate on Kenobi, get a stun there, and another stun. So you can see, you know, the enemy is durable. And remember the Kashyyyk modifier, whenever we land debuffs, and you know, shock is a debuff, but shock only prevents health recovery, doesn't prevent protection recovery. So all those shocks, stuns that we are landing is constantly recovering some protection on the enemies, which obviously makes them very durable, allows you to stall longer. But anyway, Kenobi is almost down for the count, so I don't know, let's go ahead now, isolate, I guess, Snips, because Kenobi will go down any moment now. Okay, stun, no stuns. Okay, let's get shocks. Just going after Ahsoka next. Alright, there we go, get more stuns there with Palps. Let's go under stealth. Yeah, Kellenbeck, as you can see, he's hitting pretty hard, but for the most part Malak is kind of keeping him feared. Let's go ahead. I may lose actually Treya there, so definitely because of steadfast retribution, a little bit annoying here trying to keep these guys alive, but for the most part, you know, now we're just down to Kellenbeck and Ahsoka. We can keep these guys alive, and just look at how durable Kellenbeck is, right? All these debuffs we are dishing out, he's constantly covering protection, which is good, because it means we can stall the battle long enough, get a few more stuns out there, because without feed tracker still, you know, you have no idea how many stuns you got. So I'm just trying to stall the battle as long as I can, using their basics, shocks, everything that I can do. But Kellenbeck finally goes down, and this did complete the stun feed for me as well in this account. And there you go, guys, that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, just, you know, showing 2 different Nightsister squads. Definitely the Talzin route will get all the feats done in a single battle, but I'm pretty sure CG had Great Mothers in mind, but I don't know, Talzin still worked better, at least for me. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.